Warning, all clips are property of the NBA and Clutch Points. No copyright infringement is intended, all videos are edited to follow the free-use guideline of YouTube. Why Blazers center Jusuf Nurkic admits G League practice before his return. Portland Trail Blazers center Jusuf Nurkic has one more checkpoint before his long-awaited return to NBA action on Sunday against the Houston Rockets. The Bosnian big man last played on March 25, 2019, when he gruesomely suffered compound fractures to his tibia and fibula in an overtime game against the Brooklyn Nets. His return was pushed back 6 weeks ago due to a calf strain. Before he can suit up for the Blazers, Nurkic will practice with the Santa Cruz Warriors of the G League on Wednesday. One more checkpoint for me. That's my last stop before I finally say yes. But I don't see the practice being an issue, Jusuf Nurkic said, per Jason Quick of The Athletic. Like Stephen Curry's stint in the G League, don't expect the Blazers center's stint in Santa Cruz to last beyond a practice. The 7-footer made his feelings on playing an G League game abundantly clear. You want me to play a G League game? Come on. I respect the guys there, but to play G League game doesn't make sense. Being hurt here, and play a G League game before an NBA game, but I do want to feel the guys, the reps, the practice, just the fundamentals and feel how it look like. I feel like everything is going the right direction. I've been through a lot, but I feel it's important to go through one more spot and see how that goes, the Bosnian beast added. The Blazers, 28-37, could use all the help they could get as they cling to the far reaches of the race for the final playoff spot in the West. They trail the Memphis Grizzlies 32-32 by 4.5 games entering Monday. What are the statement of the NBA and the major sports regarding coronavirus policy? All NBA, MLB, MLS and NHL team locker rooms and clubhouses will be open to only players and essential employees until further notice because of the coronavirus. The major sports leagues released a joint statement to announce the decision they made amid the coronavirus outbreak. The NBA has already sent multiple memos to teams to prepare contingency plans in case they need to play games without fans in attendance due to the ongoing coronavirus. Teams have also been asked to identify essential staff to be present for such games if the need arises. Soccer and basketball games in Europe have been played without fans in recent days. Among the NBA's short-term recommendations to teams in the wake of the coronavirus outbreak, players should utilize fist bumps over high fives with fans and avoid taking items such as pens, balls and jerseys to autograph. Furthermore, among larger concerns being addressed in NBA front offices and the league office, the possibility that pre-draft combines, on-site workouts and international scouting events could become more limited in scope, or even canceled, based on the possible escalation of the coronavirus. Two-time All-Star Joakim Noah officially signed with the LA Clippers. Los Angeles, the LA Clippers have officially announced the signing of center Joakim Noah. Noah, a two-time All-Star, will reportedly join the Clippers on a 10-day deal, but is expected to finish out the season with the team. Noah will act as an emergency backup big man behind starter Ivica Zubac and sixth man of the year candidate Montrezl Harrell. He's years removed from it, but Noah won the 2013-14 Defensive Player of the Year award. Anything he can give the Clippers at age 35 would be a bonus. Noah had his best year in the NBA during the 2013-14 season, averaging 12.6 points, 11.3 rebounds, 5.4 assists, 1.2 steals, and 1.5 blocks per game. Last season with the Memphis Grizzlies, Joakim Noah averaged 7.1 points, 5.7 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 0.5 steals, and 0.7 blocks per game in just 16 minutes per game. Noah was in attendance for the Clippers' 112-103 loss to the Los Angeles Lakers on Sunday. He was in street clothes with his fiancée, however, watching the game essentially as a fan. A few fans who recognized the 7-footer in a designer jacket, beanie, and sunglasses on his way out yelled, "Welcome to the team." He smiled and thanked them. The Clippers are currently 43-20, sitting in the Western Conference's second seed. They're a full game ahead of the Denver Nuggets, 2 games ahead of the Utah Jazz, and 3.5 games ahead of the Oklahoma City Thunder. As it stands, the Clippers are 6.5 games back of the Lakers with 19 games to go, so it's all but likely that the purple and gold will hold on as the number 1 seed in the West. The LA Clippers head to San Francisco to take on the Golden State Warriors on Tuesday night. It's unclear if Joakim Noah will be ready to debut for the team then, or if he'll even be needed, but it wouldn't be surprising to see the Clippers hold off until he can practice with the team Thursday before a Friday, Saturday back-to-back. Why Zach LaVine says he's scared to coronavirus. Chicago Bulls shooting guard Zach LaVine started using fist bumps right after the NBA memo about the coronavirus. Among the NBA's short-term recommendations to teams in the wake of the coronavirus outbreak is for players to utilize fist bumps over high fives with fans. The NBA also recommended to avoid taking items such as pens, balls and jerseys to autograph, according to a memo to teams obtained by ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski and Zach Lowe. LaVine says players are scared of catching the coronavirus. Golden State Warriors superstar point guard Stephen Curry is currently sick at the moment, but he doesn't have the coronavirus. Back to basketball, though, LaVine tweaked his quad before the Bulls matchup against the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden a couple of weekends ago. He still played against the Knicks, but was riding a stationary bike during his breaks. LaVine played 38 minutes versus New York and finished with 26 points, 3 rebounds and 7 assists. The Bulls' leading scorer hasn't played since then. LaVine is averaging 25.5 points, 4.8 rebounds and 4.2 assists on the season. He's shooting 45.0% from the field, 38.0% from beyond the arc and 80.2% from the free throw line. The Bulls are still sort of alive in the playoff picture, mostly because the back half of the Eastern Conference is so bad. Chicago hasn't made the playoffs since trading Jimmy Butler to the Minnesota Timberwolves on draft night back in 2017 for LaVine, Lauri Markkanen and Chris Dunn. While LaVine has established himself as one of the best scorers in the game, the book is still open on Markkanen and Dunn, who are both on the shelf at the moment. Why Luka Doncic questionable to play versus Spurs? The Dallas Mavericks are listing star guard Luka Doncic as questionable to face the San Antonio Spurs on Tuesday. Doncic has a wrist injury. Doncic has appeared in 52 games for the Mavs this season. He's averaging 28.5 points, 9.4 rebounds and 8.7 assists while shooting 46.0% from the field, 31.5% from beyond the arc and 75.5% from the free throw line. Luca, the reigning Rookie of the Year, said last season he was surprised how well he played. Now, he's an MVP candidate and the new face of the Mavs franchise in the post-Dirk Nowitzki era. Barring a late-season collapse, the Mavs appear on their way to making the playoffs for the first time since 2016. Basketball fans are anxious to see Doncic and fellow All-Star big man Kristaps Porzingis on the NBA's biggest stage. The Mavs are 39-26 on the season. They are in 7th place in the Western Conference standings. LeBron or Giannis for MVP? It would appear LeBron James's argument for MVP has been strengthened after this past weekend. Entering the weekend, it seemed as if Giannis Antetokounmpo was a shoo-in for his second straight MVP award. However, after the league best Bucks lost to James's Los Angeles Lakers, the race no longer appears to be definitive. In fact, not only did the Lakers beat the Bucks, they also soundly defeated the Los Angeles Clippers for the first time this season. Considering James's astounding production, it would appear the 35-year-old's case for the MVP award is better than it was just 4 days prior. According to ESPN's Rachel Nichols, the strength of the argument that James deserves the MVP award is due to his leadership. We have leaned on stats more and more every year. I do think value comes into play with leadership, the fact that he went out and recruited Anthony Davis, that he has made Anthony Davis so comfortable and into the monster he is. Not only is James leading the Lakers to the best record in the West, 6.5 games ahead of the Clippers, his production is better than it has been in years. The 16th-year veteran is averaging 25.7 points and 10.6 assists per game this season. While the points per game is slightly down, the assists per game is a career high. In fact, James has never averaged double digits in assists per game in his career. While it's safe to assume that the MVP debate is between Antetokounmpo and James, there is no doubting that the latter may just unexpectedly walk away with his 5th MVP award.